channel. If this is your first time visiting my channel, welcome. I'm so glad that you're joining me for my new video. Whether you're new or not, please consider subscribing to my channel, The Polish Desk, and make sure you hit the notification bell so that you always know when new content is being posted. And with that being said, I have another fall collection swatch and review for you guys, and I'm so excited about this one. I think you're really going to love this one. This is OPI's Downtown LA collection for fall 2021. So for those of you who know OPI, or as many of you probably know, OPI is celebrating 40 years of being in the nail polish industry. And so all of their collections this year have had something to do with LA. They've been LA themed in some way. So for example, like the polish I'm wearing right now is from the spring collection. It's called I'm Really an Actress. And so that Hollywood was the theme for spring. And then for summer, we had the Malibu collection. And now we're looking at the fall collection for downtown LA. And so I'm assuming that their holiday collection will probably have something to do with LA as well, but I haven't heard anything about that yet. So, but I'm sure that will be an exciting one as well. And for today's swatch and review, I have quite a collection for you guys. We have 12 shades here. I love the way that OPI does go, does work according to the trends, if that makes sense. But at the same time, they also come up with a collection that I think is very creative and colorful and just cohesive altogether. And I'm kind of biased because their fall collections are my favorite. Some of my favorite OPI collections, like Iceland comes to mind, Washington DC, they're just some of my favorites in general. So I did want to mention too, I purchased my collection from Polish Pick, where you can get OPIs for half off the retail price. So I will link that below, as well as the link for this polish that I'm wearing. Also, if you guys have any comparison requests, I'm sure that I have plenty of OPIs that do compare, even if they're not exact dupes. And I wanted to put them in this video, but then I figured, for time's sake, I would just put the request out there for you guys. If you have any, you can message me here. You can get in touch with me over on Instagram or email me, whatever you prefer. So, all right. So with that being said, we are going to get into the swatches and then we'll talk about the polishes. Roll the footage. I'm using the OPI Natural Nail Base Coat under all of my swatches to protect my natural nails and to help the polishes perform at their best. It can also give you up to 7 days of wear and shine. So if you're interested in this base coat, I will link it down below in the description box. The first polish is metallic composition. This is a rose gold foil metallic. So it's a bit sheer on the first coat, which is to be expected, but as you can also see, and as you will see throughout this collection, it has a great formula. I don't tend to be into foils a whole lot, but I actually really enjoyed this one. I love the fact that even on the first coat, there are no brush strokes. We have even application. I also thought I would need a third coat on this one, and depending on your nail line or depending on your preference, you may, but it actually built up quite beautifully by the time I got the second coat on. And so as you can see, we'll add some top coat to even everything out to give it even more shine. This one is absolutely beautiful, and metallics are trending this fall. So if you love metallics, especially if you're a rose gold fan, I think this is a great balance between the rose or the pink and the gold. So absolutely love this one, a great one to start off the collection. So that's 2 coats plus top coat of metallic composition. The next polish is Graffiti Sweetie, and this is a gray-based lilac cream. So this is one of 3 shades in this collection that lean a bit more pastel, and I was just blown away with the formulas. We're on the first coat here of Graffiti Sweetie, and you can see that except for a few streaks here, I'm getting great color coverage on that first coat. Going in for the second coat, I achieved full opacity. Of course, this can depend on your nail line and your preference and how you prefer to apply your coats of polish. But this was just a beautiful shade. Believe it or not, pastels are going to be somewhat in this fall, especially early on, and so this is a beautiful addition. By the time I get the top coat here, you can see that any of the streaks or lines that were there pretty much self-leveled. I mean, I was just amazed by how well these applied. I feel like OPI does an amazing job on colors like this, and it's just a beautiful gray-based, soft lilac pastel shade. So that's 2 coats plus top coat of Graffiti Sweetie. The next polish is pink on canvas, and this is a blush pink cream. So once again, we're getting great color coverage on the first coat here. Again, this is one of the softer shades, one of the lighter shades in the collection, but very few streaks here on the first coat. I was able to get it opaque in 2 coats, as you'll be able to see right here. And I just think that this is a really lovely color, a great transitional shade. Like I said, pastels are going to be somewhat in, especially early in the season, and so this would be a great addition to your collection. And I just think that OPI does colors like this just very well in general. So you're looking at 2 coat opacity here, and we'll smooth it out with top coat and add extra shine as well. So that's 2 coats plus top coat of pink on canvas. Next up is Espresso, Your Inner Self, and this is a deep espresso brown cream. Once again, on the first coat, we have great coverage here. I really like this shade. I think that this is a perfect blend between, or it's in a perfect place between light and dark brown. The more milk chocolatey browns are pretty in for this fall, so I think that this would be a great addition to your collection. I know that there was a similar shade to this one in the OPI Malibu, the summer collection that just came out, but I also love to see OPI do browns. I don't feel that they do them super often, at least not true browns, and this is just a beautiful one. As you can see here, flawless 2 coat coverage, and everything evens out even more perfectly once we add the top coat. That's 2 coats plus top coat of Espresso, Your Inner Self. The next shade is 7th and Flower, and this is a purple leaning magenta cream. So there are a couple of things that I really love about this shade. One of them you can probably already see. This is opaque in just 1 coat. Now, as I always do, I'm showing you 2 coats, but it is opaque in 1 coat. The formula is flawless. The other thing that I really love about this shade is, even though it looks more pink on camera, this is actually, I think, a really great blend, a really even blend of pink and purple as far as a magenta shade goes. Again, this is the kind of color that is going to be in for this fall. It's a little bit brighter, but if you want that perfect marriage between pink and purple and a magenta shade, this is it. That's 2 coats plus top coat of 7th and Flower. The next shade is Art Walk in Suzi's Shoes, and this is a crimson red jelly. Now, I personally was super excited when I saw this shade because I love a good jelly finish. I love OPI reds, and I do love it when they put out reds that do have the more jelly, crelly consistency. I know that that's not everyone's cup of tea, but I just think that they're really pretty. And again, bright reds are going to be in this fall, especially in the early fall. And I love the versatility of this one because I am showing it to you in 2 coats. If you do want to get a little bit more coverage, you can do a 3rd, but it's up to you. And the formula is amazing, so you can have that versatility in the polish. Jellies, of course, are pretty shiny already, but as you can see, adding top coat adds to that shine. So I thought that this was an absolutely beautiful shade. Nobody does reds like OPI. That's 2 coats plus top coat of Art Walk in Suzi's Shoes. The next polish is called Isn't It Grand Avenue, and this is a navy blue cream. This is another one that I was really excited about for a few reasons. Navy blue has been in the past few seasons that I've noticed, and I've really come to love navy blue nail polishes. I don't know what it is. I just think that there's something about them that is just so chic and just on point with the season, at least in my opinion. I'm not one who wears polishes only according to season, but in some cases I do, and I love navies, especially in the fall and winter. Again, I'm a broken record. You can see that this is a beautiful 2-coat formula, and I also love that while this is a dark navy, you can still tell that it looks blue. That's 2 coats plus top coat of Isn't It Grand Avenue. The next shade is Angel's Flight to Starry Nights, and this is a light blue linear holographic. So we get pretty even coverage on the first coat here. In addition to the linear hollow, you can see that there's quite a bit of silver shimmer in here as well. And I just love the blend of those two components. I don't feel like one overtakes the other. And I just think that this is a really beautiful shade, and it being that icy blue, I think it would be perfect for winter as well. And so this is a great holographic. I wish OPI did more holographics like this. As you can see here, we're getting coverage in 2 coats. Hollows do tend to dry down a bit dull, so top coat brings all of that hollow and shimmer back to life. That's 2 coats plus top coat of Angel's Flight to Starry Nights. The next shade is OPI Heart DTLA, and this is a purple gray cream. So this is the last of the 3 lighter shades that we have in the collection, and this is another one that is absolutely beautiful, absolutely great coverage on the first coat. It's opaque in 2 coats. This is a more of a purple based gray, but it also leans a bit blue. It kind of reminds me of Less is Nourish from the Iceland collection, which that shade is a lot darker, but you had that blue, that blend of blue and gray. In this case, it's lighter and there's a bit more purple as well as the blue, and I just think that it's beautifully balanced here. And again, look at the coverage that we're getting in just 2 coats. That's 2 coats plus top coat of OPI Heart DTLA. The next shade is Abstract After Dark, and this is a deep purple, almost like a plum blackened jelly base packed with blue and purple shimmer. So this shade is one that I think a lot of people have been really excited about. This is actually a remix of sorts, or a new take of sorts, on the iconic Linkin Park After Dark, which is a cream shade, and it's very similar to this really deep vampy purple. As you can see, this one here is quite different. This one is a jelly base building up beautifully in 2 coats, and it's packed with all of this shimmer that I was really excited to see was not lost at all. It translates perfectly onto the nail, and after the top coat you still get all of that beautiful shimmer. So this was a great pick for the hero shade, and a great new take on an iconic OPI shade. That's 2 coats plus top coat of Abstract After Dark, the hero shade of the OPI Downtown LA collection for fall 2021. The next polish is Violet Visionary, and this is a violet purple cream. So as with the other creams in this collection, we're getting great coverage on the first coat here. This was nearly a 1-coater for me. I am showing it to you in 2. I really love the fact that this is more of a primary purple. I think that this is, while it's not the most unique shade in the world, it's certainly one that is trending for fall. And so if you are a fan of purple polishes, you would probably really like this shade. And again, you can't go wrong with a great cream shade that has such an amazing formula. That's 2 coats plus top coat of Violet Visionary. And the last polish in this collection is my Studios on Spring, and this is a green cream. So this is a green cream that I've heard best described by Phoebe Moon as a perfect blend of a forest and a pine green. There is a little, it does lean a little bit teal, like there's a little bit of teal in there, but it's definitely closer to the primary side of green. So it's a bit like a forest or a pine green. Again, beautiful 2-coat coverage here, absolutely flawless formula. I really enjoyed this one, and it's actually pretty true to color on camera, so that's good. So that's 2 coats plus top coat of my Studios on Spring. So there we have it, all 12 shades of OPI's new collection for fall 2021, downtown LA. All in all, I absolutely love this collection. I love the fact that there is such a mix of what is on trend, what is traditional, and I love the diverse range of the colors and the finishes. I think that there is a little something for everyone in this collection. I think that even though with some of the creams, they're not super unique, I think that they fit the collection very well, and if you're someone who likes those particular shades, I think that this would be a great collection for you. So I had a really hard time picking favorites with this collection. I do want to say that I loved the inclusion of the 3 lighter, more kind of pastel leaning shades. I think the colors are beautiful. I think these are great colors for transitioning from summer into fall, and they were all opaque in 2 coats. Excellent formulas on those. It goes without saying, I love reds, I love OPI's reds, and I love a good jelly polish. This one actually reminded me a lot of To the Mouse House We Go from the California Dreamin' collection a few years ago, and so that one's not permanent, so I love seeing another jelly like this, and bright reds are in for the season. So you know, whether it's this or one like Big Apple Red, you know, any of those are good options for that. I love the brown. Again, this is a little repetitive when you look at the browns that we have in the summer collection, but again, you know, I can't complain when this is such a great color for fall and the formula is just amazing. And these are the kind of brown polishes that I really, really love. As for the other creams, I really loved the inclusion of a navy. I actually thought that this one was very similar to March in Uniform from the Nutcracker collection a couple years back. This is actually, I think, darker than that one, but I love the fact that you can still tell that this is a really dark blue on the nail. And then I loved the other cream shades as well, particularly this one, because it has a vibrance to it. It's very bright. And so, again, I think it's another great transitional shade. And then I was really excited to find metallic composition because I love rose gold anything, but most rose gold polishes, or at least a lot of them that I've seen, are foils and chromes, and go figure, my least 2 favorite finishes, or tend to be, are foils and chromes, but this one I absolutely loved. I love the way that it applied. I loved just the extra sparkle that you get in there as well, so this is a really beautiful one. And then the hero shade, this is the hero shade for a reason, and this is just absolutely beautiful. I loved Abstract After Dark. This is definitely one of my favorites in the collection. I think that this was a perfect nod, or a perfect kind of retake or new take on such an iconic shade like Lincoln Park After Dark. I think that this just really did that a lot of justice. Okay, so that wraps up the OPI fall collection. Thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will talk to you in the next one. Bye guys.